Ever seen a judge stop an eviction mid-hearing to protect a struggling mother? This one gets emotional fast. Stay till the end.
So that I'm clear, you believe there was a payment made?
So I filed with an exhibit before court today of the correspondence between the Hawk representative and myself. She said there was an EFT payment made on, I have an extra one here, if you had it, got it in time. But it was saying how there was EFT payment made on the first for $3,000. However, there's a check block on my account. So I guess I don't know if the payment wasn't able to be made through directly. So right now we're just trying to find out what happened to it.
Okay, so this is why, say it again, why we need Amy. Because I have a spreadsheet that they provided to me. The spreadsheet for your case, I'll make sure I'm looking, has nothing. It doesn't even say that there was a check sent and that it. Mr. Fantera, make a note of that for that next. This is precisely what I was talking about. This is just it doesn't make any sense because so well, counsel, you think that
I did receive a copy of the email, Your Honor, and I do believe that there's a discrepancy somewhere. My client has checked their records. They do not show receipt of it whatsoever. Additionally, no promissory letter was provided to my client, which is why they had initiated the writ. We're willing for the 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll adjourn it out 2 weeks, but just so that everybody's clear, what you're telling me would fit with what's on this sheet and not what Miss Jackson is telling me. Because she's telling me the 3,000 went. This sheet is telling me there's nothing, which is exactly what you got. So, okay, never mind. I could be on my soapbox all day, and I'm just not going to do that. Because this is a wrong way to treat people. And these people need to understand that this is a court. And I get they're trying to help folks, but they really need to help folks. And sometimes we need a real live person to help me with that. Otherwise, I'll just start evicting people and then they got to play catch up. Okay, I'm
not me. He's
okay. Not you.
I'm kidding. No, it's just been really frustrating. Like even for this court case, I never got anything in the mail. I never got any notifications. I've called, I reached out. It hasn't been any correspondence. I've tried to do my due diligence of what I had to do on my end, but it's scary. I have 2 small children now. Seeing notes like that.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Why I was kind of.
Thank you so much.
That's why just so that you know where part of my, I'll call it frustration comes from is there's a monthly meet first Wednesday and we find out the courts, the judges find out by email that instead of having a real person here that could tell us something and investigate it, that we get this printout of what's going on in everybody's case. And my feeling on that is that's just wrong because if you didn't show up and tell me or couldn't somehow articulate it, there'd be an eviction. They don't get that.
It wasn't easy.
Huh?
It wasn't easy. It was not an easy process, but yeah.
No, I got you. And it just, you can send me a piece of paper, but I'm dealing with human beings and they need to realize 2026, 3 p.m. Miss Jackson, I'll just tell you this. Between now and then, certainly nothing's going to happen to you.
Thank you.
We're going to figure it all out. I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
I appreciate it.
And that's before my next meeting, which will be the 6th. So mark that date, Mr. Fantera. because they're going to hear from me. This should not happen, ever. Thank you, counsel. Jackson, you have
I appreciate what I think.
the case, the Sile Farm. So it's Travis, is it Ackerman?
Okay.
Did I pronounce that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow.
Sorry.
I know.
People don't. Sorry.
Hey, it's
Surprising. Good.
no, it's okay. It's a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. And Nicole Meltzer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's Ackerman.
Ackerman.
It's not changed.
My wife now, yeah, we are married. So.
When did that happen?
Oh,
September 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
years ago, this September, yeah.
Oh. I think I can still say congratulations, right?
Thank you very much.
All right. Where are we on this?
Your Honor, I emailed over to the court a proposed consent judgment that sets forth terms that defendants had proposed, I believe, to Patty and then also to my office. I don't know if they've had an opportunity to review that document yet, but it sets forth some payment arrangements with a final payment that encompasses the May rent. I believe it was May 15th was the final date, if memory serves me.
Yes, May 15th is the final date. Why don't I give this to you and I'll pass your matter briefly. If you can read it, you may have to squint that small print on paragraph 10. But if you can go through it right now, that's fine too. No, that's fine. They can go through it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this would be the first that we're seeing this, Your Honor. So we just want to clarify a couple details. Am I correct?
Go ahead.
Is this stating that if the full rental amount is not paid by 4/20, that eviction would proceed?
No, it indicates that if you were to default on any of the payments, then after April 20th, they could proceed with an order of eviction. So your first payment on the payment arrangement was originally supposed to be today. I pushed it to Monday, in light of it now being 4:30. And so your first payment would be due Monday. Your second payment would be due the 17th, which I think was the date you guys originally put in there. If you guys defaulted on those payments after April 20th, your landlord could seek the order of eviction. If you made every single payment that's set forth in there, but you missed your final payment, your landlord could seek the order of eviction at that point. And at that point, we're well beyond the April 20th date. So they won't seek the order of eviction so long as you pay the amount that was agreed upon on the date that was agreed.
Completely understand. Thank you so much for the clarification. Yeah, I think they're agreeing to our terms.
Is that what I'm understanding? They're agreeing to our terms that we emailed.
Pardon?
I'm sorry. Are they agreeing
Just-
to our terms that we emailed them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
fantastic.
Sorry. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's great.
Exactly what happened.
Okay. Yeah, and being that it is 4:35, we do have my workers' comp check. We will be depositing that immediately. And yeah, so by Monday, we will have that next payment to you, Patty and team.
Okay. All right. Great. You have any other? I need the judgment for me. You have any questions?
No, I just want to go on the record that my job did terminate me as I'm on workers' comp as well. So we are working on that as well. currently.
Couple slight
So
variables.
on Tuesday, they also terminated after I broke my wrist at work. So
When did you break it?
March
broke it
30th.
March 30th.
She was terminated on April 6th.
So but
Just a slight
and a
variable.
broken wrist.
Nothing that we can't manage.
That's it. All right. So I will sign this if you have no other questions. I would advise you that you're unrepresented by counsel. You'll have 3 business days to think about this.
Okay.
If there's some legal reason, some right you didn't assert, or some confusion on your part, you could file a motion with the court within those 3 business days.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I'd set it aside, but you have that right to ask that I give you some relief from it. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
One question, where do we pay? Do we pay to the court?
Oh, don't pay me. Pay.
Okay.
Patty and the team. Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely. We will be
Right.
doing that. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for working with
Okay.
us. We really appreciate it.
Okay. I'm glad that all worked out for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and it's Ackerman, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Ackerman, you guys have a great weekend.
You as well, sir.
All right.
Have a great-
Yeah. Take care of that wrist.
Working on it.
All right. Style Farms versus Stephanie Vogel. And is there another one? Let's see. So it's Stephanie Vogel and Corey Vogel. Definitely brought him along.
Well, I had to track him down so he can help me pay this.
Okay, all right. What's the claim?
Your Honor, the total with cost $2,145.79. Your Honor, Ms. Vogel was in communication with my office and Patty regarding a plan. I don't know if it would still apply, and I'll defer to Ms. Vogel on that, but also provide an update based on the current figures. Ms. Vogel also provided a letter of intent from DHS. And that letter indicated that they were going to assist with $581.70. They identified a tenant portion of $1,729.99, but I don't think that was before Ms. Vogel made the $1,500 payment. So I think in order for DHS to release their $581.70, she needs to just pay another $229.99, and then taking into account the DHS payment, it would leave a remaining tenant portion of nope, that's a lie. Let me subtract that. 156409 229.99 1334.10 would be the remaining balance due, taking into account that DHS payment.
When we were here last, you told me to call Hawk.
Yes.
I did call Hawk. They are unable to help us because he's still on our lease. DHS recognizes that he's not in the home, but the Hawk won't. So what they told me was get it under 2,000 or at 2,000 and call them back. They have another program that's working with Washtenaw County that can help us.
Right.
So that's
program. So you'd qualify for, God, I can't remember. I know what one you're talking about because the cap on that one's 2,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once I get that, I planned on paying them another like 1,000 on, what was it? Well, I had planned to pay the rest of it, but if I can get some assistance and still be able to like put my house, that would be
self ahead.
Yeah. So if they will allow me to get that opportunity to pay that to something to DHS and get this over.
Well, the 200 you got to pay to the landlord.
To the landlord, yes. And then DHS will
get
their
gas payment in. Okay.
Yes. And then from there out, I will be able to take that ledger.
Do me a favor.
Breathe.
Stephanie, do me a favor. It's been a long day for me.
It's been a very long day for me too.
Oh, and so take a deep breath. We're not leaving you here. You just explain to me what you're trying to do. And I have a feeling you all right?
No, I've had a really bad day.
Okay, just listen.
My son went to jail yesterday, so
all right.
It's been a
let's try to just
thank you.
Take this off your plate a little bit, okay? All right. So
what I'm trying to say is if I get it paid down past 2,000, then I can apply through Hawk again.
Exactly.
And
so
time.
So what you're going to need to do is get that 200 and some in. We'll get the payment from DHS, right? And then we can see exactly where you are. And then you can call Hawk, and that funding, part of the reason I'm calling, so part of the reason you don't qualify for the Hawk payment because he's on the lease and his income counts.
Yeah.
The other one can say, okay, he's on the lease, but
we're separate.
But it's a higher amount that can be in that household, and therefore you qualify. That's the real reason.
Yeah.
Right? See, I'm smart. All right. So what we're going to do is when do you think you can get the 200 some odd paid in?
Probably by Monday.
So you can get it in Monday. But certainly you can get it by Thursday of next week.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So let me adjourn this out one more week. 17th, 2026 at noon. That's at 12 noon. Okay. Once that's paid in, DHS pays in, call Hawk back Because
They just told me as long as I'm under $2,000, that MAP program will help me.
exactly. So with the number here, once you pay the 200 and something, you're going to be under that amount. Got it? Okay. Any questions?
What was the court date again? I apologize.
It's on the next Friday, but it's at 12 noon.
12 noon. Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
We'll see you then.
It'll be okay?
I hope.
Huh?
I hope.
All right.
It's been rough.
Yeah, okay, but what? Sometimes the good times are good only because we've had the rough times.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, Stephanie, you have a great
You
week.
too. I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. All right, you're welcome, sir.